My heart is heavy. My heart is heavy today, and it's been for weeks. My heart is heavy. How many cities will have to burn until we finally realize that we need to invest and support our black community? How many lives must be lost for us to realize that we need to come together, not the community, but our politicians and our government to support our people? My heart is heavy because my son, the son of a Latino father, an African-American mother, I fear for him. All black children born after 2001, 1 in 3 go to prison. And if they don't, we fear that they get shot by that or killed by the police. My heart is heavy, but I am also optimistic. I feel hope because it's in times like this that communities come together. It's in times like this when we unite. And I have a special message in particular for the Latino community who's watching. We need you to get out of the sidelines and join this fight. Because Black Lives Matter to us just as much as anybody else.
That's right.
When we see a Latino get labeled a particular way, I know that we have a visceral reaction. And we should have the same visceral reaction when our black brothers and sisters get identified and labeled as criminals, as guilty before proven innocent. And it's time for us to join this fight and stand with our African American community to demand justice for all folks. So I am hopeful because I know that in Los Angeles, we share buses, we share schools, we share restaurants, and we will share this movement with you till we find justice together.
Bishop L.J. Guillory, I'm the Ombudsman General to Ombudsman International. I stand with my brothers in solidarity here. Many organizations are behind this gathering today. What I would like to say is that we're tired. We're tired of watching the same thing happen over and over again. Let me say this. Eric Holder couldn't say it, so let me say it. You can't continue to look in the cameras and look in the eyes of these young black people and tell them, don't burn, don't loot, we're going to get an investigation and truth and justice will prevail. 5 cases in which Eric Holder said that they would be investigating and it would come to justice, came to nothing. So he resigned. Now all I'm going to say is this. Elected officials, community leaders, self-proclaimed people, whoever you are, these young people are not buying it.
That's right.
That's right. Okay? Right. These young leaders are not buying it.
That's right.
And one thing that I can say is if you don't understand anything else, please understand that this country was founded on uprisings. You cannot continue to abuse people and think that it's going to be okay. Amen. Amen.
Right now, our special guest from Ferguson, Missouri is here.
Man.
He's a brother whose son was murdered in Ferguson by the police officers. But as I've watched him, I've grown to admire him for us having the courage and the conviction to keep pushing forward, to keep demanding justice in memory of his son.
Amen.
So we're glad to have him in LA because at the end of the day, what happened to Freddie Gray is not new. It happened to Michael Brown in Ferguson. It happened to Tamir Rice in Pittsburgh. It happened to Ezekiel Ford in South LA. It keeps happening. But right now, we're going to take a stand to make sure it don't happen no damn more.
Amen.
So right now, we got Michael Brown Sr.
People are sick and tired of we've been getting dogs down forever. Gotta stop. There's gotta be a change, somewhere. Gotta talk to the youth. Gotta get jobs, kids, men.
Can you back up just a little bit so I can see Michael Brown?
Just hanging out, They had something positive to do. They wouldn't, have too much free time on their hands to even interact with the police officers.
We can't hear. We cannot hear you.
She needs to hear you.
This is happening around the world. What you see here, this is happening around the world. And what we want to do, we came to show our support.